You have to trust in the art of momentum. I didn't come up with the term. It's just something that's been weighing on my spirit for like the entire day leading up to this video. I feel like the importance of momentum is what's ultimately going to lead you to everything that you want in life. The reason I bring that up is because I think the misconception that a lot of people have when it comes to chasing their dreams or achieving a goal is that it happens by chance. None of this is by chance. Every successful person that you've seen in your life have put in some type of work, whether it be in another field or maybe they may have been misguided in the beginning, but ultimately they figured it out. Why? Because they just kept on going. I'm making this video for myself as well because I think that this is something that I still struggle with in moments where I feel like doubt creeps in and I'm forgetting that, you know, the only way to what am I trying to say right now? The only way to win is to never give up. I look at artists, content creators, and I'm always looking back. Just trying to make sure my dog isn't eating shit. I always look to the beginning of their videos. It's a habit of mine that I'm honestly trying to stop because it really doesn't matter. But I only do it because I find a lot of inspiration in those moments where I see them years prior to the blow up, that the videos or the songs that people didn't see, and they're just trying stuff out and the quality is poor, the concepts are mediocre, but it's like they just kept at it, you know. There's an artist that I derive a lot of my mindset stuff from. His name is Nick D, and he talked about how it took 84 songs for him to get to the place where he ultimately has all of the listeners, all of the people paying attention, and he could essentially do what he wants, but it's because he laid the foundation of his entire career day in and day out. I think that that's something that we miss in the midst of the blow up or the grind, you know? We're looking at a missed video or low views or something not popping off as a bad thing, but in actuality, the way that I look at just things underperforming or people not receiving it well is just like, okay, maybe this just wasn't the video, or maybe this just wasn't the song, or maybe this just wasn't whatever it is, you know? And the reason I use content is because I'm a creative and I want to give inspiration and motivation to people who are trying to achieve their dreams as well, because that's what I'm doing, you know? But I just internalize it as, okay, there's always tomorrow, you know? And when you operate with that mindset, it takes a lot of the pressure off of each individual thing that you create. You can now create from a place of, man, what do I actually want to create? How can I best serve the person on the other side of the screen, the other side of whatever it is that I'm trying to build a career off of? How can I better serve them? Because now I'm no longer creating from the place of, I want this thing to go viral. I'm creating from the place of, how can I take care of you, you know? I feel like that's huge. I saw another YouTuber, I think his name is Shaman Davis. He's somebody that I've been watching a lot. And he was talking about how he grew his platform to 70,000 subscribers in a month. And he said the thing that really grew his channel was when he stopped trying to grow his channel. Let me elaborate on that. He simply just started to make videos for one person, specifically for the person on the other side of the video. And you could feel the authenticity, you could feel the realness within the video, and it no longer feels like he is trying to put on a persona or put on a certain version of himself that he truly isn't. He is simply being him while helping the other person on the other side of the screen. And that's something that I think that a lot of people crave. That's something that, hell, I crave that constantly. When I'm surfing YouTube or even on TikTok, it's crazy how subconsciously I can sniff out people who are not being themselves, and I simply just close the video or swipe away because it's just like, I don't feel it, you know? And I had to ask myself that. I deleted or archived all of my videos on Instagram because I felt like I was trying to be somebody that I wasn't. I'm a musician, and I was doing a lot of skits, a lot of comedy stuff, and I do love comedy, but I do want to be taken serious as an artist, you know? And when I look at a lot of people that I look up to, they're simply just sharing the song. They're not saying, hey, check out my song, check out my new single. They're simply just posting a song with the caption of the lyric, and that's it, you know? And that's what I genuinely want to do. So I started to ask myself, why am I not doing that? Why am I not showing up as my authentic self? It's because I'm not trusting that my authentic self is good enough, you know? Now I'm kind of veering off, but it all ties back into the art of momentum, because I feel like had I not persisted or gone through all of those things, I would have never gotten to the place where I'm creating the purest form of content I've ever created in my life, where I am completely detached from the results. I don't care what a video does anymore because it's simply out of my control. If I continue to stress about things that are out of my control, I'll be miserable. And I don't want that. And I don't want that for you. I want you to understand that every single time, every attempt that you make to bettering your life, whether that be with creating content, creating music, hell, even working out or going to the gym. I'm only talking about things that I hold near and dear to my heart. Hopefully you hold it near and dear to your heart as well. Bro, as long as you show up, you're ultimately going to reach the goal. It's impossible not to. You can literally stumble upon it on accident. But in all actuality, it's not an accident. It was meant to happen. Take a fitness journey, for instance. The person who goes to the gym every single day is going to see changes in their body in a year. Sure, you may not see it the first day, maybe not even 30 days in. But I promise you in 6 months, you'll be like, damn, okay. And then a year from then, and then now, you're kind of just doing it. You're just going to the gym because it's just a part of who you are now. And that's ultimately the place you want to get to in all facets of your life. Whatever goal you have, deconstruct it and simplify it to the point where, okay, what can I do on a daily basis to alleviate the stress and the pressure that this next thing has to be the thing that changes my life? Because now you're building a strong foundation so that when you do get to that place where all the eyes are on you or everybody's like curious to know how you did it, you actually have answers for them. It doesn't feel like chance. It feels like, oh, this guy actually knows what he's doing, but it's only because he put in the work every single day to get to that place, or she put in that work to get to that place every single day. I'm sure that there is a word for it. I like calling it the art of momentum because it just sounds cooler. That's about it. But I know that it is something that's real. In so many industries, you hear people talk about, like, I think it was J.K. Rowling, she made like 1,000, she put out 1,000 books before she stumbled upon, was it Harry Potter? And I may be butchering this, I don't know. I think J.K. Rowling, she wrote Harry Potter. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments below. But man, you have to, or take Ed Sheeran. Ed Sheeran was talking about how he made like a song a day or 2 songs a day. And all you're doing is just getting the reps in where you're like, you're ultimately going to be bad. Your first video is going to be trash. Your first song, your first drawing, your first, you name it, is going to be bad. But a year from then, no, a year from then, you get to a place where like, you'll still probably make like a bad video or a bad song or a bad whatever, but it'll just be less because you're no longer placing this high level of importance on this being the one. That's not a pure place that you're doing things from. This man. No, Kane. Give me 1 second. I swear raising a dog. It's like having a kid. No. No. It is like having a kid in certain ways. No, Kane. Man, this man's being rambunctious, bro. No. No. No, Kane. No. Come. I do love this boy, even though he's annoying. Momentum. Momentum is everything. Everything starts with momentum. I feel like I lost my train of thought. But to kind of tie this whole video up, I want you to understand this. You can never get to your 100th video if you do not make the first one. You cannot get to 1 million subscribers until you understand that that's not the thing that's going to fulfill you. That's also something about the art of momentum that I think we don't understand as well. That when you just show up, it's the showing up that is the most fulfilling. It's not the accolades. Like, sure, those things are cool, but it's the person that you become in the process of achieving said goal that is actually the gift. That's something I constantly try to remind myself in moments where I feel like no progress is being made. It's like, bro, like I hop in front of this camera and I don't feel any sort of, I don't feel like there's any expectations of who I need to be in order for it to perform well. But that's because I've made thousands of videos. I've turned this camera on thousands of times. This may be the first time that you're seeing me, but man, it took a lot of videos and a lot of work to get to this point where I feel like I'm talking to a person and not a camera. And it doesn't feel weird. Like, this used to feel so weird, but now it feels normal. But it's only because I've persisted through the uncomfortability of it all. And now I'm at a place where it's like, okay, one more video. How can I make this video better? All right, this video was cool. And you just keep showing up, you know? Trust that and trust yourself, okay? Hopefully you got a lot of inspiration from that video. If you liked what you saw, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell. Let me know in the comments how you felt about it. I gotta get this. This man is doing a lot. He's doing a lot, man. But yeah, until next time, peace.